What is up, guys? Today I come bringing fantastic news. Formula One 2017 is now moddable. In the recent update, the 1.9, they did a few things with deliveries on the cars. They added all the updated numbers, and or some of the teams, the shark fins, have their names and or numbers. In Mercedes' case, you've got the flag of Bottas and Hamilton on the shark fin. So what this means as well is they're in the patch, they actually changed something so that we can actually mod things and then save them without the game choosing to not save. Now, from what I understand, is that was never intentional. Something in the coding made that happen, but it wasn't their intention to actually shut us all off from modding. So, regardless of whatever reason why it happened or there was an issue, at least finally now it's actually fixed, which is obviously it's what we want, as a community to an extent. We just want to be able to just create things and stuff like that. So as you can see, we're driving this Lance Stroll around Canada, and you've got the Martini stripes on the Williams, but the Martini is also black, just because I wanted to see how it would look, because it's a matte finish on the white, and I wanted to see if the black one would look good. So obviously with this whole save thing gone, it was obviously a bug, you can kind of say, from Codemasters, as that gives us a massive squeeze, that it opens a possibility for so many more mods. Liveries mostly, I think liveries is probably one of the most sparse thing out there at the moment, just for the pure fact that there's no point having liveries if you can't play the game with it properly. So obviously now that this is quote unquote fixed, it's going to be a lot more positive for the game. The game's going to have a much longer span. Obviously with the classic cars, they might be moddable. Some of them are to an extent, but we don't know fully until we explore. Some of the cars, such as the Ferrari, the Renault, they're really bad because they've just got the Ferrari's got 3 colours to it in a box, so there's 3 lines of different colours. You got red, white and green. The Renault's only got 2, which is black and yellow. And thank you, Esteban. Cheers, bud. So it's going to be difficult. There's a few cars that stand now which are good. Mercedes looks alright. It did the previous year. The McLaren doesn't seem too bad. The Force India seems pretty alright compared to last year. Last year wasn't too bad either. The Williams is another car where it's basically just white. The Toro Rosso is one solid colour. Apart from that, the rest is decals, which is another thing. Is we found a way to export the decals, which is kind of the main thing. But in terms of the helmets, if you export the helmets, the mip-maps are so tiny, incredibly tiny. They're 126 by 126 pixels, which is ridiculously small. Where the helmet skins that I make personally, they are a lot bigger, to say the least. So way bigger than that, at least 10 times bigger, if not 20 times bigger than that. So we won't really be able to use the in-game helmets as and change them, mod them, edit them. But obviously there are some talented people out there who've already made these helmets outside of Codemasters making them, so that shouldn't be an issue. Myself, I've made the shark fin edits for Pierre Gasly and Carlos Sainz. I'll put them on the screen now. And for Renault and Toro Rosso so far, I can edit them for career mode, so anyone can do this. I'll probably make a video tomorrow or the day after about it. It's quite a lengthy process, and I kind of need to understand where the rest of it goes for the other teams, because I've only done Renault and Toro Rosso so far. Mercedes will be a bit difficult, as will Haas, but apart from that, that's not an issue. And again, same with the helmets. The mip maps or the size of the file for the numbers are way too small. They're 20 by 20 pixels. Again, that is ridiculous. So that won't work necessarily. But obviously, how I've done it, I've gone in, taken the numbers out, and done it a really weird way. But it works. It's perfect. As you can probably see by those photos, they work fine. You might have seen it already in this. If I passed a Toro Rosso or a Renault, you would have been able to see it. You probably wasn't paying attention because you didn't know to look for it. But yeah, so opens up a whole realm of possibilities for all of us modders, and just doing all the stuff that we like. So the only issue I could see going forward is, like, we've got all this on a plate, like all this stuff we can do. I think the only downside to this is we're gonna realise how much less we can do, because every year in F1 games, modding has become more difficult and there's been less opportunity and places to mod. Where 2014 was amazing, 2015, the 2014 cars were exactly the same, so it didn't make much difference. The 2016 cars were a lot more difficult, and I've got a feeling this year's cars, I mean, like last year the Ferrari was crap, but this year it's gotten worse. Same with the Toro Rosso. Toro Rosso used to be alright. Renault was actually really, really good. It was by far probably the best car to actually skin and do edits on, and this year it's not going to happen at all on that Renault. But we'll find a way around it. We always end up doing it. 2018 season mod. That's in production now, as there's actually a point in doing it, so that shouldn't be too long till it comes out. I'm not working alone on it this time. I've got someone else working on it with me. So it's all in the planning process at the moment. Hopefully it'll be a lot better, because it's not just me doing it. I'll have someone else to kind of check me on things, and we'll work together and try and get it out. And again, hopefully it's going to be amazing. It's really interesting. Like, I ended up having a late night because I was just trying to figure out everything and what we can and can't do. As for the helmets, again, we can't really do much with the in-game helmets because of how small they are. But again, that's not the end of the world, because everyone else has already made the helmets. Maybe not identical, but not far from it. But that's been it for this video, guys. It's been such a good thing that we've been able to actually, mod F1 2017 like properly. Now there's none of that issue, so you're going to see loads more mods, because it's become better than F1 2016 already. But anyway, that's been it for me, guys. I'll see you in the next video. Until then, bye bye.